Hi, in this video I'm going to share with you my review on some products recently released by Pat McGrath, namely her Eternal Eden Quad, the formula of her LiquiLust Matte Liquid Lipsticks, and her two highlighters. I want to tell you which one of these is the most appropriate for mature skin, show you plenty of swatches and comparisons, and also a demo on a look using these products. My name is Marisa, welcome to my channel where we talk about everything beauty and lifestyle, focusing on over 50 issues. Pat McGrath released an entire collection for Valentine's Day. She called it the Divine Rose 2 collection, but it has been released some while ago, so I'm not going to bore you with all the details about the products. Let me just tell you that I got the Mothership VIII Divine Rose 2 palette when it was first released, and I made a full review on it. I placed the link to the video here on the cards and below in the description if you want to take a look at it and find out what is my opinion about it. And I will tell you right now what is my opinion on the products that I got and their formulas. I will show you afterwards the swatches and at the end the application. I didn't get the Risque Rose Quad that Pat released before this collection because I found with the Mothership VIII that this kind of hot pink eyeshadows don't look the best on my particular skin, which has a lot of red in it. But when I saw this Eternal Eden Quad, I decided to get it because I thought that this hot pink eyeshadow would be less impactful, less hot pink. But I have to say that I was completely mistaken. And even if you don't use this eyeshadow, the look that you will get will be a very pink one. For me, the star of this quad is definitely this metallic eyeshadow. It's a beautiful one. It has violet, pink, silver, purple, and it shines beautifully on the eyes. This lightest eyeshadow here on the corner, it's also very pretty, but it has a more usual shift between pink and gold. This brown here though, this one is also a very curious one because I consider it like a brown pink mauve eyeshadow. It looks more brown on the pan, but when you apply it you can definitely see the mauve in it, and you will particularly notice it on my application when I apply this eyeshadow on the outside corner of my eyes. The quality of the eyeshadows is wonderful, highly pigmented, very easy to blend. So if you like pink looks, I definitely recommend it. If, like me, you have a lot of red in your skin, I would recommend to skip on the hot pink eyeshadow and use the other three, and you will get a look like the one that I'm wearing today, which is still quite pink, but in a more soft, mauvey tone. Regarding the new highlighter that she released in this collection, this one, I was very curious about it because I also got the first one, and when I applied both of them for the first time, and you will see it at the end of this video, I was really divided and unsure on which one did I like the most. And I have tried them afterwards, and the conclusion I arrived to is that I prefer the formula of the recent one. Actually, in truth, I think the best highlighters that we can find in the market at the moment are the ones that, like this one, have a gel powder baked formula. The particles on this formula are so fine and they disperse on the skin in such an even way that they are definitely the most flattering formulas of highlighters at the moment for mature skins. That said, I definitely prefer this shade of highlighter, and I am very sad that this shade didn't come in this formula as well, because I find it very unique. It has a pink peach base and the shine, it's somewhere in the middle between a gold and a silver, which I find very unique and unusual. I can still use it and I have it applied today, but I have to be very careful and have a very light hand, because this formula is more creamy, it has more thickness to it, and so if you are not careful with the application, it will definitely emphasize more the texture of the skin than what gel baked powder like this one will do. So what can I say? In terms of formula, I definitely recommend the latest highlighter that Pat released, but in terms of shades, it's a pity. I definitely prefer this one. Pat's liquid lipsticks, what she calls the LiquiLust. She's going to release 8 new shades of this formula, which was good timing when I decided to get this one to try it. I like the shade very much. It's a warm pink, a warm plum pink. And I have to say that I'm not a liquid lipstick wearer. I most definitely prefer bullet lipsticks, but we do have sometimes the necessity to have a lipstick that is almost transfer proof, and this one fits the bill. I find it very lightweight, very easy to apply. The formula is very thin-like. It's not a creamy one, it's a very liquid, thin-like one. It dries very quickly. It's not moisturizing, of course, but it's not drying either. So as far as liquid lipsticks go, I think this is a good one. I have not made yet a full wear test on this formula, but I will give you my feedback on the favorites from January and February video. Let me show you now the application. I've just applied a little bit of concealer on my eyelids to block the blue veins that are coming through. And now I'm going to use the bright pink on my crease. And using the VIII Gloss number 18, I'm going to apply this shade. Using the flat definer from Sonia G, and this is from the Kiyaki brush set. I'm going to apply this duochrome shade into the corner, and I'm also applying the same eyeshadow below my brow. And now let's place this one. I'm going to use my small finger and I'm going to pat it all over my eyelid. And after patting, we then can smooth the eyeshadow and it will stay put. Until now, I don't have any fallout whatsoever. And now I'm going to use the Blender Pro with a little bit more of the pink and blend it on top of the metallic. This pink eyeshadow is really very pigmented. I've just placed more pink than I wanted, but I'm going to use a clean brush and blend out the edges. And because this was a Pat McGrath inspired look, I thought it would be appropriate to try for the first time the magnetic lashes, and I blame Hot and Flashy for this. I got 2 examples of lashes, the Eyelure Pro Magnetic ones and the Kiss in 02 Charm style. This actually was the first one that I got, and the kit came with the lashes, but the eyeliner was missing, so I got the Eyelure set, and I've been like trying and mixing them up. So the look that you will see with the 4 eyeshadows, I have the eyelashes from Eyelure, and I used the eyeliner that came in the box. I applied 2 layers, less one that is actually stated on the packaging. I cut the outside corner of the lashes, and it worked wonderfully. It was quick, it was easy. I actually made a short video on the application, and I'll place it below on the cards if you want to take a look at it. It was very easy. And then I thought, I wonder if the eyeliner from Eyelure will work with the lashes from Kiss. And it did work. What can I say? I prefer the eyelashes of this one, but I prefer the shapes of this. So I think I will continue to use these ones. I like to know that if I'm on that kind of mood, I have this possibility that is practical, quick, and does not damage my poor eyelashes. I want to go to the lips now. I'm going to apply the eyeliner from Lizzie Eldridge. I have the shade Blush, and I think this shade is a good match for the shade of lipstick that I got from the VIII collection. I find it very lightweight. It's a very fine formula. It dries very quickly, as the majority of the products from Pat McGrath. And what is interesting is that as it dries, it gets darker as well. At the moment, at least, it has set. It's practically transfer proof. It's not the most flattering on the lips because as it dries, you can see all the cracks on them. But I don't think it's the most drying either. Let's go now to the highlighter. And I have not used the highlighter on my face yet, but I think I'm going to like it. So I'm going to change slightly on the side for you to see better. I'm going to use my favorite fan brush. This is the Sculpt 3 from Sonia G. Now you definitely don't need much. I'm sure you are seeing this. I'm stretching my skin. The faces that we do when we are applying makeup. We can see the duochrome effect on the skin, but it's a very discreet one because when it shifts to pink peach tone, it merges with the skin. So what we end up with is a very light gold shimmer, or better, reflect, because we cannot see the shimmer particles on the skin. This is one of those gel powder baked formulas. It's very flattering on skin. I'm going to apply a little bit more for those of you that prefer strong highlighters. And as you can see, a second layer of highlighter, and it's very strong. I wouldn't wear the highlighter like this personally because I have a lot of texture on my skin, and that is not to say that this highlighter doesn't have a good formula, because it has. It almost gives like a melted wet look to the skin, and fortunately my skin is a little bit difficult, but it's definitely a good formula. And you are probably not going to believe this, but I bought the other highlighter, the previous one from Pat McGrath, and I have not used it still, but I definitely wanted to try it and compare both of them on my skin and give you my opinion. This packaging is just amazing. This is quite heavy. I would have loved for this packaging to be as golden and as heavy as it is, but instead of being a screw, to be like an open up mechanism like this one. This, by comparison, feels quite flimsy and not as luxurious as it's custom with Pat McGrath. I'm going to use my Sonia G towel, which, as you can see, has had a lot of use. I'm going to brush the fan on the towel and I'm going to apply the highlighter on this side. I know that there are a lot of YouTubers that didn't really appreciate this formula, but I have to say, I like the color of it. On my skin, this shade of champagne merges better with the skin than this gold one. I'm going to check the footage to see how both look like. What do you think? Which one looks better in your opinion? Leave it below down in the comments. To be quite honest, for now at least, until I see the footage, I prefer the first one on my skin tone, applied very lightly with a brush of this kind. Although I like the first look that I did, I even placed a photo of it on my Instagram. I think that a hot pink is not a shade that is the most flattering for my particular skin shade and undertone. So on my second look, which was even quicker and easier to do, I used only the 3 other eyeshadows. I placed this brown shade on the outside corner and into the crease, and I buffed it very lightly in order to diffuse higher into the brow bone. I placed once more with my fingers the Earthly Delight shade all over my eyelids, and once more Pink Mystique, the light champagne pink eyeshadow below my brow and on the inside corner. And this is actually the look that I have today. I used the Victoria Beckham Cocoa eyeliner on the outside corner of my lashes just to increase the definition and elongate a little bit the eye shape. As you can see, I didn't apply eyelashes this time. I only used the Pat McGrath Dark Star Mascara. I definitely prefer this look much more than the other one with the pink. It just has a little bit more of mauve into it than on the first look. So which look do you like the best? The number 1 or the number 2? Leave it below in the comments. And this is it for this video. I hope you have enjoyed it and I hope you found it useful in helping you decide if you want to get one of these products or not. If you did like it, please give me a thumbs up. And before you leave, I would like to thank you very much for the time that you have just spent with me. And until next time, bye!